I never clicked start recording. I never clicked start recording. Hello everyone. Welcome to Genshin and Chill. I've been yapping to myself for 10 minutes. The good news is you missed like the longest loading screen of all time at the beginning of the episode. That was fun. I don't even know what to do at this point. I thankfully haven't done any dailies or spent any resin yet. Okay, well, hello. Let's take a sip of coffee. Hello everyone, welcome to Genshin and Chill. I have some great news for you. Allow me to attempt to remember what I said for the last 10 minutes and regurgitate it here for you live. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 year ago, Past Josh made one of the worst mistakes of all time. And he said, ew, a bow user. I don't want a bow user. No, thank you. Not for me. And I skipped Ganyu. I have good news. On Tuesday, earlier this week, you'll probably see a video coming out soon. We atoned for those past mistakes, and we've brought the cocogoat home. I'm very excited to say that we've brought the cocogoat home. Today, we are going to work on building her a little bit because she is much like my favorite Ben & Jerry's flavor. She's very half-baked right now. That's a joke. I didn't even tell that joke in the first half. That's a new one for you guys. Let's take a look at my Ganyu, who needs some help. Without a doubt needs some help. We are building Melt Ganyu. Sorry if you hear a licking sound. I'm not wearing socks this morning for whatever reason. Get your mind out of the gutter, you sickos. I have hobbit feet anyway. You don't want them. Banjo is going to town on my big toe currently. So, Ganyu's half built. She needs some work. She is currently at level 70 out of 80. I'm going to have to grind Ice Flower 2 more times to get her up to level 70. I also need some more Chingson. Because I'm a big dummy and I thought that she took glaze lilies. I have been hunting glaze lilies and planting them in my teapot and all sorts of stuff. I have been hunting for glaze lilies for like 3 months in anticipation for Ganyu, and I've got nearly 500, only to realize she does not take glaze lilies. She takes Chingsim, which I didn't have like any of, so in like the last week or so I've been sprinting to try to get more of these, and I still don't quite have enough for that final ascension, but we'll get there. Everything else I should be fine on. Talents, I've got her at 655 right now. We're gonna need more of these books. Everybody, I've been building everybody lately that takes these freaking wheat books. I need a lot more wheat books. Weapons. I'm a degenerate. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have her on Blackcliff Warbow. Do I have her on Blackcliff Warbow because I really want the crit damage stat? Kind of. Do I mostly have her on the Blackcliff Warbow because I think it matches her design perfectly, and specifically the horns, even the curve of the bow perfectly mimics the curve of the horns? Yes, I do. For whatever reason, I feel like the weapon should match the character, which is why I ran Zhao on Dragon's Bane? Which is why I ran Zhao on... I must have moved it. I ran Zhao on Skyward Spine for the longest time, purely because it has the Anemo symbol on it. And I'm like, this has to go to an Anemo polearm user. Not because it's good, because it's fine, but it's not his best in slot. Anyway, I was gonna run Hamayumi Bow on her. It just doesn't match. I don't, something about it. It probably does better numbers, but look, Genshin's an easy game anyway. I just want it to match really nicely, so I bought Blackcliff. And today we are going to be working on getting this leveled up, because right now it's only at level 50, and I have run out of these Lincoln logs, so we're going to need some more of those blocks. And thankfully, I believe they are in stock today. Actually, I know they're in stock today because we were just about to start grinding when I realized I never clicked the start recording button. We'll take a quick little soiree into her artifacts, just to show you guys. There's a lot of tragedy and a lot of joy in some of these artifacts. A lot of stories of overcoming. Let's take a look. We have the Wanderer's Troop 4-piece set because I'm running Melt Ganyu currently. This artifact's pretty good. Got some rolls into EM, got a single roll into ER, got a couple rolls into crit rate. Can't be upset about that. I think it's a pretty... The attack flat stat could be replaced with something else and it would be a little more interesting, but I think this is a pretty good artifact nonetheless. The feather. The feather, on the other hand, is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my entire life. 30.3% crit damage is probably the highest single amount of crit damage I've ever seen on a single artifact. I know my Hutao's is close. I think my Hutao's is 28.8%, 27.2 crit damage. Zhongli got 20.2. Look, I've never seen 24.9, pretty good. I've never seen 30. I've never seen 30% crit rate on anything, or crit damage, I should say, on any piece in my life before. It's some of the best rolls I've ever seen in my life, and I got one into crit rate too. It's insane. This is a great feather. I can't complain about the feather. Part of the reason we're running Melt Ganyu is because I could not get an attack percent Wanderer's Troop Sands to save my life. My friends will know that I found this beautiful attack percent Sands that started with 4 substats: defense percent, ER, crit rate, crit damage. And I said, oh baby, send that bad boy straight to 20. That's going to be a winner. 1 roll into ER, 4 rolls into defense percent later, and I cry. So I swapped that over to Mona, and I took Mona's EM Wanderer's Troop goblet that she had, which is pretty, I mean, it's a great goblet, don't get me wrong. Solid crit rate, it's got crit damage even though it didn't get any rolls, attack percent, ER. It's a great Sans, but it means I'm going to have to stick with Melt Ganyu for now. Eventually, I'd like to move to Freeze Ganyu, especially if I get Venti, but I don't have any Blizzard Strayer stuff right now, unless I want to steal from Rosaria, which I don't want to do at this current point in time. I am running a Wanderer's Troop goblet. It's not a very good goblet at all, but I wanted to complete the 4-piece set. I had another goblet that I was excited about. Very similar story to the Sans. Not this one. Where is it? Very similar story to the Sans. It started with crit damage, defense percent, crit rate, and EM. And I cranked it to 20 because I said they can't possibly do it to me again, can they? Not as bad this time. No 27% defense. But I did get a lot of rolls into defense. And I also got 2 of the lowest rolls. This is a roll into crit damage, and it's still only 10.9%. That's like 2 5.4 rolls, basically. That's disgusting. No rolls into crit rate, 1 into EM. It's okay. I guess it's probably better than this. The problem is I had no good crit Wanderer's Troop pieces, so I'm deciding to take the hit and go with this stinky goblet so that I can run this really nice crit rate circlet of the Noblesse Oblige set. Got some rolls into crit damage and a ton into attack. So I'm pretty happy with it. Overall, again, half build Ganyu, but right now we're sitting at 63, 158-ish crit rate, crit damage, which is pretty solid. And the crit damage is only going to go up higher when we start raising up the Blackcliff Warbow, which is what we're going to do right now. This should be a shorter episode, I think, of Genshin and Chill. I did also do a Ganyu showcase in my first attempt. Who's in here? It's like I think it's Electro Nerds. I did try to do a Ganyu showcase in my first attempt to record before I realized that I didn't click the press record button. But it honestly was not as... I thought she was going to slap. We went and fought Electrocube. And I thought she was absolutely just going to wipe the floor with the game. And I hate to admit it, she did not. It was not as strong as I originally thought. I'm still very... I can see the potential. Like, she is very much half built right now. And I can already see, like, she's already putting up, when I get some good melts in there, I'm getting like 20,000 melts. And I know you see the videos online of people getting like 100,000 melts on the bloom shots. I'm nowhere near there yet, but I at least, so far, just in that short time, I can see very easily how I could end up in that place. So, I'm very excited for the future of Ganyu. I know I should probably be running Hamayumi instead of the Blackcliff, but what can I say? Is there anyone else, if you're out there, Am I the only one who picks the weapons purely because I think they look good on the character? Is there anybody, like, it physically pains me to put a, no, please don't, get her. The thing that physically pains me more than anything is that I have Viridescent Hunt on my child, and I think this weapon looks so gross. I hope we get a sweet Dendro character eventually who it looks amazing on. That'd be great. If we can get a Dendro character someday who this looks great on, that's fine. But right now it's really only good on Child and Yoimiya, and I think it looks pretty bad on both of them. So it's a little depressing. We're gonna do this domain. We're gonna do this domain 3 times. Oh baby, that's a great start. And by 3 times I mean 2 times, because I only have 2 condensed resin. We're gonna try to get the, I do have some fragile I could pop, but like maybe it'd be nice to have a little bit of a shorter one of these epis for the first time in a while. All I know is, bottom line is, I'm very excited to have Ganyu and to add her to the squad. I've talked about it before, but the thing I like the most about Genshin, there's a lot of things. The thing I like the most about it, for sure, is just like the varied play styles that you could have. There's so many different characters, and they all, the cast of characters just keeps expanding by the day, obviously. And all of them have pretty different play styles. There's some, you know, you've got like Eula and Razor who like kind of do the same thing. There's like, no, don't get worked up, don't get worked up, don't get worked up. No, got her. There's some characters, don't get me wrong, that definitely have some similarities to a fault, I would say. But for the most part, there's a lot of different varied play styles in the game. And it's one of the things I enjoy the most about this game. There's so many different ways to play. But the one playstyle that I didn't really have on my team prior was Charge Shot Bow user. Really my only other option... You gotta go, you gotta go. Really my only other option would have been Charge Shot Amber. Please don't watch this video. I certainly was not going to build Charge Shot Amber. So really the only other good Charge Shot option outside of meme builds, I was hoping Yoimiya was going to be a nice Charge Shot option, but her Charge Shots are not very good. I was hoping Charge Shot Yoimiya would be good, but really the only other option was Charge Shot Ganyu. And I'm very happy that she's home. I finally have that playstyle kind of, I finally have access to it now, which is very, very exciting. Okay, let's continue to crank up. I don't know how much crit damage this bow ends up getting. If it's at level 15, it probably gets like 45%, maybe? Maybe I'm vastly overestimating? How much does it go in? It doesn't go up when we ascend it. Maybe it doesn't go nearly as high as I thought that it did. I was hoping it'd get up to like 45%. So all in all, I'll probably end up at like 180% crit damage. I know you want to try to get that number. We'll also get more crit damage. Shoot, I'm very low. We'll also get more crit damage. Let's do our dailies. We'll also get more crit damage just from ascending Ganyu, because her passive ascension bonus is crit damage. So I know that the goal, based on the guides that I've been looking up, are 50 crit rate and 200 plus crit damage. I've got the 50 crit rate. I'm actually a little over. I'm at like 63. I'm not quite going to be there for crit damage unless she gets a big bump between level 70 and 80. We can cross our fingers. Okay, it's my least favorite commission in the entire game. We have to steal the supplies without getting caught. It's pretty easy, but it requires patience, which, if you know me like even a little bit, you know that it's not a trait that I necessarily exude very well. Okay, please look away. Just gotta wait for him to walk away. Enthralling gameplay. Wait for him to get far enough that I can yoink, and then we run. All right, easy peasy lemon squeezy. We'll do our dailies, and then I think it's pretty quick. Maybe we should grind that domain one more time. I could pop a Fragi. I could pop a Fragi and we could grind it 2 more times. That should give us enough. Yeah, I think I will, actually. I'll pop a Oh, my God. Speaking of patience, they have decided that today is the day of the longest domain... The longest... Rangoon's auto feeder just dropped. If you just heard that loud fall, she did not fall down the stairs, I promise. Instead, she got excited that her auto feeder gave her some food and she just sprinted over to get her food. Today is the day of the longest domains of... Why domains? The longest daily commissions of all time.
Can't catch me.
2 of my least favorite Inazuma daily commissions back to back. The only reason I'm still doing Inazuma daily commissions is... Peace. Only reason I'm still doing Inazuma daily commissions in the first place is because of that freaking loser Shouta. That dumb kid. I'm just trying to get the achievement for his daily. We're doing it like 3 days in a row and getting all the rewards from it. And I must be doing something incorrectly because your boy cannot get it. No matter how hard I try, I can't get the Shouta. I can't get him to do all 3 parts of the daily. I don't know if it's purely RNG luck based and I'm just getting super duper unlucky. But I can tell you that it's getting very, very obnoxious. But as soon as we finish that one, I can finally open up the world and start doing Mondstadt quests again. I've been doing Inazuma dailies for like 4 months straight. I do kind of miss killing Timmy's pigeons, not gonna lie to you. And by I mean feeding the ducks. Dude, I have Ganyu now! Ganyu is like the Timmy's pigeon killer, like the OG Timmy's pigeon killer, and I haven't killed his pigeons a single time yet. Brother, this is the longest domain. This is the longest daily of all time. I still have never killed Timmy's pigeons. We're gonna end today's Genshin and Chill by killing Timmy's pigeons. That'll be the ultimate test. I tried to show off Ganyu's skills against Electronid. That was a bad idea. Do I have any artifacts on my Yunjin? I don't think I do. I tried to show off Ganyu's skills against Electrocube. That was a bad idea. That's not where she's meant to shine. Killing Timmy's pigeons in a single shot. That's where she's meant to shine. That's what we'll show next. That's how we'll finish off the episode. I'm also hoping we would have to get the most stacked rolls of all time in order to max out the Blackcliff Warbow by the end of today's episode. So I don't think we're gonna max out Blackcliff. We'll get pretty darn close though. We'll get pretty darn close next time. Maybe I'll play again on... I'll probably do more Genshin and Chill on Sunday. And we'll take care of it then. Yo, I'm very excited. For those who... I think I talked mostly about it in the Isaac episodes, which is over, by the way. We beat Isaac. I'm very excited. I just recorded the finale yesterday. Should be going live probably tomorrow on Friday. I'm very excited. Hope you're looking forward to it. Should be fun. My garage door saga that I've been describing, going over, is finally coming to an end. They decided, after me begging for long periods of time, they finally said, you know what? We're gonna send out someone new. So last I left you, I had to resubmit a new claim for the garage door because it broke, and they tried to send out Mike again. Mike, the first guy who just completely blew us off several times, and then said, yeah, it seems like it works fine to me. After weeks of begging them, they finally are sending out, they sent out somebody new. This man's name was Patrick, and when I tell you that Patrick is a god amongst men, I'm not overselling him. Patrick came out, took a look at the garage door. I was frantic. I was like, I gotta get this thing fixed. So I tried to give him my long sob story history. I told him about Mike. I told him about the garage door smoking. I told him about all of the issues. Hold on, I have to remember this. Okay, tell me how to do it. One sec. Okay, ready? Yep. Okay, how do you do it? Leaves, mix water, leaves, mix water, leaves, mix water, leaves, and then mix, and then also water, leaves, and then mix, and then also water. I will finish Patrick's tale in just a second. Leaves, and then mix, and then water. LMW, little LMW. Little LMW action. Hello, you old coot. Hello, I'm here to help you out. Leaves, mix water. Fantastic. Anyway, I tell him my whole sob story. He cuts me off about 3 sentences into the sob story, and I was like, oh no. That's what Mike did. Mike cut me off, and he was like, it works fine, see ya. I'm like, this dude's gonna cut me off, he's gonna do the exact same thing. Instead, he looks me deep in the whites of my eyes. Forgot to use my fragile. He looks me deep in the whites of my eyes, and he says, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care if this thing works or not. You're going through your warranty company. My goal is to get you a whole new system. Even if it works perfectly, why not try to get you a new system?
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for
I felt tears well up in my eyes when he said those words. Oh, he called up the freaking warranty company. He told them it was completely roasted, toasted. This thing is gone, brother. And it was. I mean, like, I would feel if it worked perfectly and he just straight up lied to them, it would be one thing. But it was toast. Like, it was a completely toasted garage door opener. So, like, he wasn't lying. But just the idea that he would have lied? That's my boy. That's my boy, Patrick. So very excited to announce that tomorrow they're coming and installing a brand new garage door opener. And that's very exciting, especially because it's actually 36 today. That's pretty good, but it's been like 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit for the last week, which has made getting into the car for any reason just unbearable, just downright atrocious, unfun, and awful. Mostly I'm just excited that this garage door saga is coming to an end, because like, mentally the last year or two, the pandemic has been pretty taxing, and my ability to handle strife and or controversy and or difficulty of any kind definitely used to be a little bit better at it. Now I can handle like one catastrophic failure at a time. And this garage door failure has just been sitting, staring at me, mocking me almost, for months now. And I just knew, I'm like, if something else breaks, if something bad happens in my life, while this garage door saga is still going on, I'm gonna have a breakdown. The good news is, the garage door is getting fixed. Which means that I'm not inviting this to happen, by the way. Please, universe, do not take this as me inviting this to happen, because I most certainly am not. However, if the universe wants to throw me another curveball, post garage door being fixed, I got more confidence I can handle it. Just a little bit. I got a little bit of confidence. If you're gonna throw a curveball, though, maybe make it like baby's first curveball, like a high school pitcher throwing a curveball, rather than like an Adam Wainwright 12-6. You know, if we're going to, or just don't. Maybe like you could just throw some softballs straight down the middle of the plate. Let me hit a couple home runs. Been a while since I've had that feeling. I only played baseball for 1 year when I was younger. Mostly my parents wouldn't let me play sports. They said because they didn't want me to get hurt. But I know that the true answer is because it costs money, and why would they spend money on their child? I only played baseball for 1 year. I've talked about it before, on a very stinky team, a team that was not good at baseball, and I never hit a home run. It's very sad. Even in like practices, I hit a couple off of the wall. I was never able to hit that magical moon ball. You gotta go. I was never able to obtain that magical moon ball that made it over the wall. It's on my bucket list still to this day. I don't know in what situation, like even if it's just like going up to a random little league baseball diamond with some friends someday, It's on the bucket list. I just want to hit one over a wall. I just want the feeling of seeing the ball leave the bat and watching it come down on the other side of the wall. I don't really have a bucket list, truthfully. I did in like 8th grade. I think in 8th grade I sat down and I started coming up with a bucket list, and I got about 3 items in, and then I said, this is stupid. So I stopped writing them down. And I also said to myself, if I'm creating a bucket list, then that means I'm accepting or at least acknowledging the fact that I'm gonna die someday. And I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna stop writing this now, and instead, I think I will just live forever. Seems fine to me. Okay. Let's finish things up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to our Lincoln logs. Boom. Let's craft a couple of these bad boys. Like I said, I don't think we're going to be able to max this bad boy out. We got a pretty good amount, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Thank you, Albedo. I don't think it's going to be enough to get us to the promised land we wanted to go to. Where are you, Ganyu? Where are you, Ganyu? There you are. Let's see. How far can we take this? We might, if we get lucky on an albedo, because we're going to be able to make 2 golds. If we get lucky with an albedo crafting, and we get a 3rd, oh, you need 4. Okay, in that case, I need to get just unbelievably lucky, and I think it's like a 1% chance. I need you to double both of them. Can you double both of them? I can craft 2. You have to double both of them. Come on, Albedo, you got this? You got this, Albedo? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So we're not quite going to get there today. That's okay. I'm going to need some of these things it said. I don't think I've ever crafted these before. We'll make a couple of these as well. I'm going to need some of them for the Ascension as well. That's fine. All in all, we got Ganyu's bow up from 50 to 80. That's a pretty solid start. Where does that put her crit rate at? That's only like 10% higher, brother. That's nowhere near where I needed. When she ascends, how much crit rate does she get? Crit damage. Grants a 20% crowd damage bonus. Okay. After firing a Frostflake arrow, the crit rate of the subsequent Frostflake arrow. Ooh. That's handy. Refunds 15. Yo, that's really good. Unfortunately, I've already crafted the Hamayumi bow. I wish I would have done that in reverse order. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end today's Genshin and Chill with something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. Oh, Timmy's not even here to witness it. Timmy's not even here to witness it. I wanted Timmy to be here to see it. Look, there's many ways to kill these birds, but this is by far the easiest. Shower me with foul. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, one got away! Don't you dare. He got away. That's okay. That's very satisfying, and I will be doing that once a day from now on. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider showing some support down below. Like, comment, subscribing. Help out a great deal. Whoa! Oh, is that the bonus? Is that the 3 stacks? You see those balls? Does the bow always do that, or is that the 3 stacks from killing an enemy? It's probably the 3 stacks from killing an enemy. That looks sick. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.